I was in aviation. I was part of a squadron.
A lot of pride, a lot of gratitude for the opportunities that this country has given.
I was in 6 years. It was to fight for this country.
United States Marine Corps, that's what branch I was in. If I could do it again today, I would go back in today.
The Houston Parks and Recreation Department is recognized as one of the nation's finest, and a number of the great men and women that keep it that way are military veterans. Tim Farami currently works for Fleet in the mechanic shop as a welder and metal worker. Skills he learned while in the Navy.
You know, the Navy is not just a job, it's an adventure. I wanted some of that. Besides a trade, okay, the camaraderie in boot camp, meeting all these other guys, just all of us doing what we had to do together. It made me a real man.
All right, hey Cheryl.
John Davidson is an accountant manager for Parks and Rec. John is known for his calm demeanor, but during his time in the military,
I was in the United States Marine Corps. When Veteran Day rolls around, I really do feel that we are still being appreciated compared to, like you just said, from the era of the Vietnam. The soldiers returned home and they didn't receive the respect. Now, coming fast forward, veterans are receiving respect, which is overdue.
Hey, happy Veterans Day.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service, man.
Anthony Aguilar is currently a senior buyer for Parks and Rec. He served in the Navy for 8 years and had 7 different duty stations, including Yokosuka, Japan. While aboard the USS Shreveport, his ship provided support for the Marine base in Beirut, Lebanon. He says he'll never forget the loving support that he received from his family and friends while serving overseas. Hector Hernandez currently works in the office of the Fleet Mechanical Shop. But while in the Navy, he was part of an F-18 squadron for 9 years. His job was to work on jet engines.
I was stationed in California and Nevada, and then on our deployments we pulled into Singapore, Australia, Bahrain, Dubai, been to Guam, Hawaii a couple of times. Enjoyed all the times I spent there, and yeah, I got what I wanted out of it.
How many participants will you have?
Alicia Cooper is an executive office assistant who makes sure that Parks and Rec has reliable transportation every day. But in the Army, she was a unit supply specialist deployed in Kuwait and Iraq. And Alicia says she'll never forget the first time she landed in a war zone.
And then once the plane touched down and they opened the doors, when they opened the doors, it was like another world out there. You could see smoke clouds, you could hear the ammo, you could, it felt like an oven.
Alicia experienced a lot during her 6 years in the Army, and she says she can't help but take a moment each Veterans Day to reflect on those days.
Yes, I definitely do. And even if I try not to, the friends that you gained along the way from being in there, they're gonna make sure you remember. I met some of the most amazing people when I was in the military that I'm still friends with until this very day.
It's deeper and deeper every time we have.
Daryl Linden is facility manager at the Judson Robinson Senior Community Center. But before that, he was in the Navy for 10 years, representing the 3rd generation of a Navy family.
So Operation Desert Strike with Fitzgerald was when we shot Tomahawk missiles in Iraq, right off the coast of Iraq. So that was kind of what made me want to do my job at Park today, was because we shot those missiles. And I sat next to the captain in combat, and I knew some of those targets had kids. And I said, these kids are never gonna have a chance, So that was kind of tough, plus we had some casualties on our side. So I said, you know what? I said, if I make it home, you gotta do something about it.
See how low it is over there?
Moses Becerra is a division manager overseeing 15 different community centers, but before that, he served in the Army.
For me, it was important because I had to find a way to give back. I gave back, but I gained more. It did a lot for me. It challenged me physically, it challenged me mentally. I think I got the better side of the deal because I was able to serve and also, benefit from it.
And like all the other military veterans that we spoke with, Moses has a sense of satisfaction on this Veterans Day.
It feels good to be appreciated, and it feels really good.
I want to thank everybody for just coming this morning as we honor veterans. You know, you look at the guys sitting in this chair, the sacrifices that they've made for our country.
We are proud of these military veterans who have served our country. And now, while working at Houston Parks and Rec, they serve the citizens of Houston every day.